of the African savanna, one animal stands out as a symbol of strength, power, and majesty: the lion. Known as the king of the savanna, the lion commands both respect and fear throughout its territory. Unlike most big cats, lions are highly social animals. They live in groups called prides, which typically consist of related females. They're cubs and one or more dominant males. This social structure allows lions to work together, protect one another, and raise their young in a cooperative environment. Lionesses, the females of the pride, are the primary hunters. They rely on teamwork and strategy to take down prey such as zebras, wildebeests, and buffalo. Their hunts usually take place at night or during the cooler hours of the day, when the heat of the savanna subsides. Despite their strength, hunting is not always successful, and sometimes it can take several attempts to bring down a single animal. The males, though larger and stronger, usually defend the pride's territory from rival lions and other predators like hyenas. Their deep roars, heard up to 8 kilometers away, are a clear warning to intruders. Cubs are born blind and helpless, relying completely on their mothers for survival. The entire pride takes part in raising the young, protecting them from threats, and teaching them the skills they'll need to survive. As they grow, young males eventually leave their birth pride to find one of their own, often facing brutal challenges along the way. Life in the wild is not easy for a lion, but those that survive carry the legacy of this incredible species, one that has ruled the savanna for centuries. Towering over the grasslands with grace and power, the African elephant is the largest land animal on Earth and one of the most iconic residents of the savanna. These gentle giants are known not only for their size, but for their intelligence, memory, and complex social lives. Elephants live in close-knit herds, led by an older female known as the matriarch. She guides the group using knowledge passed down through generations. Remembering watering holes, safe migration routes, and danger zones across the vast landscape. Elephants are herbivores, spending up to 16 hours a day feeding on grasses, leaves, bark, and fruit. Their massive tusks, made of ivory, help them dig for water during dry seasons or strip bark from trees for food. They also use their long trunks for drinking, feeding, and even showing affection to one another. Communication among elephants is fascinating. They use low-frequency sounds that travel for miles, allowing herds to stay in touch even when far apart. Despite their strength, elephants face many threats, especially from poaching and habitat loss. Yet in the wild, they play a crucial role in shaping the savanna ecosystem. By knocking down trees and clearing pathways, they create space for new plant growth and make it easier for other animals to move through the landscape. The savanna wouldn't be the same without them. The elephant is not just a symbol of power. It's a guardian of the wild, deeply woven into the balance of life in the African grasslands. Sleek, graceful, and built for speed, the cheetah is the fastest land animal on Earth and one of the most iconic predators of the African savanna. With a slender body, long legs, and a flexible spine, the cheetah can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just a few seconds. Faster than a sports car. Unlike other big cats, cheetahs rely on speed rather than strength or stealth to catch their prey, which usually includes gazelles, impalas, and other small antelope. Their hunts are often short, high-speed chases across the open plains, lasting less than a minute. Cheetahs are solitary animals, with males sometimes forming small groups called coalitions, usually made up of brothers. Females, on the other hand, live alone or with their cubs. A cheetah mother is fiercely protective, raising her cubs for over a year and teaching them vital hunting and survival skills. While they are skilled hunters, cheetahs are not strong fighters. They often lose their kills to more powerful predators like lions, hyenas, or leopards. Adapted for the open savanna, cheetahs have distinctive black tear lines under their eyes that help reduce glare from the sun and focus on prey at a distance. Despite their incredible abilities, cheetahs face many threats in the wild, including habitat loss, human conflict, and declining prey numbers. Yet, watching a cheetah sprint across the savanna remains one of the most breathtaking sights in nature. A true marvel of speed, agility, and survival. With their striking black and white stripes, zebras are among the most recognizable animals of the African savanna. But these unique patterns are more than just eye-catching. They serve important purposes. Each zebra's stripe pattern is unique, like a fingerprint, helping them recognize one another. The stripes also act as camouflage, confusing predators when zebras move in herds. And they may even help deter biting insects. Zebras are highly social animals that live in groups called harems, led by a dominant male and made up of several females and their young. These herds often band together with other families, forming large groups for better protection on the open plains. Zebras are herbivores and spend most of their day grazing on grasses. Unlike many animals, they can survive on lower quality vegetation, making them an essential part of the ecosystem. As they graze, they clear away tough grasses, allowing new, more nutritious plants to grow. Benefiting other grazers like wildebeest and gazelles. They are also known for their incredible stamina and can migrate long distances in search of food and water, often traveling in massive groups across the savanna. While zebras are always alert, they rely heavily on their speed and group coordination to escape predators like lions, hyenas, and cheetahs. When threatened, they will run in a zigzag pattern to evade capture, and strong kicks from their powerful hind legs can be deadly. With their beauty, resilience, and vital role in the ecosystem, zebras are truly one of the E. Standing tall above the grasses and trees of the African savanna, the giraffe is the tallest land animal on Earth. With its long neck, towering legs, and spotted coat, the giraffe is not only unique in appearance, but also plays a vital role in its ecosystem. Their height allows them to feed on leaves, flowers, and fruits high up in trees, especially from acacia trees that few other animals can reach. Using their 45-centimeter-long tongue, giraffes skillfully strip leaves from thorny branches, helping to shape the landscape and promote healthy plant growth. Giraffes are generally peaceful and social animals, often seen in loose groups called towers. These groups can change frequently, as giraffes come and go based on food availability and companionship. Despite their calm nature, giraffes are not defenseless. Their powerful legs can deliver a deadly kick to predators like lions. Calves are especially vulnerable, and mothers are extremely protective, fiercely guarding their young against any threat. Communication among giraffes is subtle. They use body language, low humming sounds, and even infrasonic tones that humans can't hear. Watching a giraffe move is like watching slow-motion elegance. Each step is graceful, and their long necks sway gently with the rhythm of the savanna breeze. These gentle giants are not just icons of Africa. They are silent guardians of the treetops, playing a key role in maintaining the balance of the savanna ecosystem. Often misunderstood and unfairly labeled as scavengers, hyenas are actually skilled hunters and highly intelligent predators of the African savanna. Living in large matriarchal clans, spotted hyenas use teamwork and strategy to take down prey, often outcompeting lions. Their powerful jaws can crush bones with ease, allowing them to consume almost every part of an animal. With haunting laughs and eerie calls, hyenas are vital to the ecosystem, cleaning up carcasses and maintaining nature's balance. That it can seriously injure or even kill predators like lions or hyenas. Their wings may not lift them off the ground, but they aren't useless. Ostriches use their wings for balance when they run and to perform impressive mating displays. Males, especially during the breeding season, spread their wings wide, puff out their feathers, and dance to attract females. These birds usually live in groups, and during mating season, one dominant male will mate with a primary female, known as the major hen, as well as several others. All the females in the group lay their eggs in one large communal nest dug into the ground. The major hen's eggs are placed in the center of the nest to give them the best chance of survival. Ostrich eggs are enormous. Each one weighs about 1.5 kilograms and is equivalent to 24 chicken eggs. They are the largest eggs laid by any animal alive today. Both the male and the major hen share the responsibility of incubating the eggs. The female sits on the nest during the day, blending in with the dry grass, while the dark-colored male takes over at night, camouflaging with the shadows. After around 42 days, the chicks hatch. They are already strong and alert from birth, and within days they can follow the adults and run at surprising speeds. In the wild, ostriches are omnivores. They feed mostly on plants, seeds, grasses, fruits, and flowers. But they won't hesitate to eat insects, small lizards, or even rodents when they get the chance. Since they don't have teeth, they swallow small pebbles and sand to help grind up food in their gizzard. Their eyesight is excellent and helps them spot predators from a great distance. If threatened, they usually prefer to run, but if cornered, they can deliver deadly kicks with their strong legs and sharp claws. There's a common myth that ostriches bury their heads in the sand to hide when they're scared. That's not true. What they actually do is lower their necks and bodies to the ground to blend in with their surroundings, which can make it look from far away like their heads are buried. Over time, this behavior led to the myth, but in reality, ostriches are very aware of what's happening around them. Their large eyes, among the biggest of any land animal, give them a wide field of vision, making it hard for predators to sneak up on them. Ostriches have a unique way of regulating their body temperature, which is especially important in the hot, arid environments they call home. They can raise and lower their wings to expose or cover their bare skin, helping to either trap heat or cool down. Their long necks and legs also help with heat dissipation, giving them an advantage in extreme climates. Interestingly, ostriches don't have a crop, the food storage pouch found in many other birds. Instead, their food passes quickly into a very muscular gizzard that does most of the grinding. Socially, ostriches can be quite vocal. They produce a range of sounds including hisses, low booms, and even roars during mating season. The booming call of a male ostrich can be heard from several kilometers away and is often compared to the sound of a lion's roar. In some regions, ostriches form mixed groups with other animals like zebras or antelope, benefiting from shared alertness to predators. Their presence in ecosystems is important too, as they help control insect populations and spread plant seeds through their droppings, contributing to the balance of their habitat. Ostriches have also had a long relationship with humans. In ancient civilizations like Egypt, their feathers were symbols of purity and truth. Today, ostrich farming is common in parts of the world, especially in South Africa. They're raised for their lean, healthy meat, their decorative feathers, and their durable leather, which is often used in high-end fashion. Despite being domesticated in some areas, wild ostriches are still thriving in their natural habitats. Strong, solitary, and ancient in appearance, the rhinoceros is one of the most powerful animals roaming the African savanna. With its thick, armor-like skin and a prominent horn, or two, on its snout, the rhino is instantly recognizable. There are two species found in Africa: the white rhino, which is larger and more social, and the black rhino, which is smaller, more solitary, and known for its aggressive behavior. Despite their bulk, rhinos can run surprisingly fast, reaching speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour when threatened. Rhinos are herbivores, spending much of their day grazing on grasses, shrubs, and small plants. Their feeding habits help shape the vegetation of the savanna, maintaining open grasslands for other species. They rely heavily on their strong sense of smell and hearing, as their eyesight is relatively poor. Rhinos often wallow in mud to cool down and protect their skin from parasites and the harsh sun. Sadly, rhinos are among the most endangered animals in Africa due to illegal poaching for their horns and habitat loss. Conservation efforts, including protected reserves and anti-poaching patrols, have become essential to their survival. Despite the challenges, these majestic animals continue to inspire awe and admiration. As one of the savanna's oldest and most iconic creatures, the rhinoceros is not just a symbol of strength, but also a reminder of the urgent need to protect our planet's wildlife. Graceful, alert, and lightning fast, the gazelle is one of the most iconic and agile animals of the African savanna. With slender bodies, long legs, and striking curved horns, gazelles are built for speed and survival. These elegant herbivores are constantly on the move, grazing on grasses and shrubs, and always keeping a watchful eye for predators. Their excellent eyesight and quick reflexes help them detect danger early. And when threatened, they can leap and sprint in bursts of up to 90 kilometers per hour to escape. Gazelles are social animals and typically live in herds, which provides better protection against predators like cheetahs, lions, and wild dogs. Within the herd, they communicate using a combination of body language, snorts, and foot stamping. One of their most fascinating behaviors is stotting, a high, stiff-legged bounce into the air. This display shows off their fitness and agility, possibly deterring predators from giving chase. Despite their delicate appearance, gazelles are highly adaptable. Many species can survive on minimal water, getting most of their moisture from the plants they eat, a crucial trait in the dry savanna environment. Their presence also supports the ecosystem by serving as prey for large carnivores, helping maintain the balance of the food chain. With their beauty, alertness, and vital role in the ecosystem, gazelles are a true symbol of the wild heart of the savanna. The kangaroo. Graceful, powerful, and uniquely Australian. The kangaroo has evolved to master a world where survival demands both strength and endurance. It is a symbol of freedom, of resilience, and of motion. The very image that leaps across Australia's coat of arms and into the imagination of the world. But who is the kangaroo, really? To understand this remarkable animal, we must follow it into its wild domain. The vast outback, where life is a constant balance between drought and abundance. The red kangaroo, the largest of them all, dominates these arid plains. A fully grown male can stand more than 2 meters tall and weigh nearly 90 kilograms. Its chest and shoulders are massive, designed for power. With one push of its muscular legs, it launches itself across the land in a long, effortless bound. Its tail, thick and strong as a steel spring, serves as a counterbalance and an extra limb when moving slowly. Unlike any other large mammal, the kangaroo doesn't walk. It hops, a motion so energy efficient that it barely uses more oxygen at high speed than it does while moving slowly. Nature's perfect design for covering vast distances across the Australian desert. Yet the kangaroo's life is not just one of motion, but of rhythm. At dawn, mobs, the family groups of kangaroos, gather under the shade of gum trees. They groom one another, reinforcing bonds that keep the group united. Females feed quietly while keeping a watchful eye on their young. Males spar in mock battles, standing tall and balancing on their tails as they box for dominance. These contests are rarely deadly. They are rituals of strength and respect, ancient displays that decide who leads and who follows. Deep within a mother's pouch lies a miracle of evolution. A newborn joey, smaller than a coin, blind and helpless, climbs from the birth canal into the pouch, using only its tiny forelimbs. There, it attaches itself to a teat and begins its long journey of growth and transformation. For the next 8 months, the pouch will be its entire world, a place of safety, warmth, and nourishment. Even after it first emerges, the young joey returns often, ducking back inside whenever danger threatens. Kangaroos are survivors in a landscape of scarcity. They feed mostly on grasses and small shrubs, able to extract moisture from even the driest vegetation. During the heat of the day, they rest, licking their forearms to cool themselves as blood flows close to the surface. When night falls, the mob moves again, grazing across the open plains under a sky blazing with stars. But life in the outback is not without peril. Predators like dingoes patrol the desert edges, ever alert for the weak or the young. The kangaroo's only defense is its speed and its powerful legs. A single kick can break a predator's jaw. When danger approaches, the mob scatters, leaping away in a storm of dust and muscle. Moments later, silence returns, and the outback breathes again. Kangaroos have adapted to cycles of drought and flood that have shaped Australia for millions of years. When rain finally falls, the barren land transforms into a sea of green. The kangaroo's population swells, joeys thrive, and the plains come alive with movement. But when drought returns, they endure, traveling far in search of food and water, guided by instincts older than memory. Today, the kangaroo faces new challenges, not from nature, but from humans. Expanding cities, fences, and roads fragment the land they once roamed freely. Vehicle collisions, habitat loss, and competition for resources test their resilience. And yet, through it all, they continue to survive, adapting to modern Australia just as they once adapted to its harsh wilds. Koalas are small, tree-dwelling marsupials known for their round, fluffy ears, large noses, and calm personalities. They spend almost their entire lives high up in eucalyptus trees, where they find both food and shelter. The eucalyptus leaves they eat are tough, oily, and low in nutrients. But koalas have a special digestive system that allows them to survive on this limited diet. Because their food provides very little energy, koalas sleep up to 18 to 20 hours a day. During these long naps, they rest in the crooks of tree branches, perfectly balanced and unmoving, blending with the forest. When they wake, they slowly climb from branch to branch, carefully selecting the freshest leaves to eat. Each koala has its own territory. Males mark their trees with scent glands on their chests, while females care for their young, called joeys, in pouches for the first 6 months of life. Once the joey grows stronger, it clings to its mother's back, learning how to live among the trees. Koalas may look cute and cuddly, but their lives are not without danger. Habitat loss from bushfires, deforestation, and climate change threatens their survival. When eucalyptus forests disappear, so do the homes and food sources koalas depend on. Yet, across Australia, conservation groups and wildlife carers are working tirelessly to protect these gentle animals, rescuing injured koalas, replanting forests, and educating people about their importance. The koala is more than a national symbol. It's a reminder of Australia's wild beauty and the delicate balance of nature. As we listen to the whispers of the eucalyptus forest, the soft rustle of leaves may just be the sound of a koala, peacefully living in its treetop home. Across the vast and rugged landscapes of Australia, from open grasslands to dry desert plains, roams a creature that symbolizes the wild spirit of this ancient land. Towering above the grass and moving with graceful strides, this is the emu, Australia's largest bird, and the second largest in the world after the ostrich. With its long, powerful legs and soft brown feathers, the emu is built for survival. Though it cannot fly, it can run at speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour. Using its strong legs not just for speed, but also for defense. A single kick from an emu can fend off predators such as dingoes. Emus are curious, intelligent, and surprisingly gentle birds. They wander in small groups across the open bush, searching for fruits, seeds, flowers, and insects. When food is scarce, they travel great distances, sometimes hundreds of kilometers, following the rains that bring new growth to the dry landscape. Their incredible endurance and adaptability make them true nomads of the outback. During the breeding season, usually after summer rains, the roles in the emu family take a remarkable turn. The female lays the eggs, large and dark green like polished stones, but it's the male who becomes the devoted parent. He carefully builds the nest, incubates the eggs, and protects them for nearly 8 weeks without eating, drinking, or leaving the nest. When the chicks hatch, he leads them through the wilderness, teaching them how to find food and stay safe. Young emus grow quickly, covered in brown and cream stripes that help them blend into the landscape. Within a few months, they are strong enough to run beside their father, exploring the world under the open Australian sky. Emus play an important role in the environment. As they travel and feed, they spread seeds across vast areas, helping new plants grow and keeping the ecosystem balanced. Still, the emu remains a powerful symbol of endurance and resilience. It even appears on Australia's national coat of arms, standing beside the kangaroo. Two animals that never walk backward, representing a nation that always moves forward. Deep within the dense rainforests of northern Australia and New Guinea lives one of the world's most mysterious and powerful birds, the cassowary. With its bright blue neck, red wattles, and tall helmet-like casque, the cassowary looks almost prehistoric, a living reminder of the age of dinosaurs. Standing up to 2 meters tall, it's one of the largest and most dangerous birds on Earth. Though shy and secretive, the cassowary can deliver a deadly kick with its sharp claws if threatened. Yet, it's not a hunter. It's a guardian of the rainforest. By eating fruits and spreading seeds over great distances, the cassowary helps new trees grow, keeping the forest alive and healthy. Mostly silent and solitary, This bird moves quietly through the shadows, like a ghost of the jungle. The cassowary's presence reminds us that even the most powerful creatures can live in harmony with nature, protecting the world they call home. As dawn breaks over the forests of Australia, a familiar sound echoes through the trees. A loud, rolling laughter that fills the morning air. This is the call of the kookaburra, one of Australia's most iconic birds. Known as the laughing bird, the kookaburra's voice is more than just a sound. It's nature's alarm clock, marking the start and end of each day in the wild. With its strong beak and sharp eyes, the kookaburra is a skilled hunter. It feeds on insects, small reptiles, and even snakes, swooping down swiftly from its perch. Living in family groups, these birds work together to protect their territory and raise their young, a true symbol of cooperation in the animal world. But it's their laughter that truly makes them special, a joyful reminder of Australia's wild and untamed spirit. In every echoing call, the kookaburra reminds us that even in the wilderness, there's always a reason to smile. In the shimmering lakes and wetlands of Australia, where the golden light of dawn reflects across still water, a dark and graceful figure glides silently. With feathers black as midnight and a crimson beak glowing in the sun, this is the black swan. One of the most striking birds in the world, and a true symbol of Australia's natural beauty. The black swan is found across much of Australia, from freshwater lakes and rivers to coastal lagoons. Unlike the white swans of Europe, its deep black plumage and bright red bill make it instantly recognizable. A picture of elegance and mystery. Moving gracefully across the water, black swans seem calm and peaceful, but beneath their beauty lies incredible strength. Their large wings can span over 2 meters, allowing them to fly long distances in search of new wetlands during dry seasons. When in flight, their powerful wing beats echo softly, and flashes of white feathers appear beneath their wings. A hidden beauty revealed only in motion. Black swans are also known for their loyalty and devotion. They often form lifelong pairs, gracefully swimming and feeding together. During courtship, they perform a beautiful dance, stretching their necks, splashing the water, and mirroring each other's movements in perfect harmony. It's one of nature's most elegant displays of love and connection. When nesting season arrives, both parents share the responsibility of building their large nests near the water's edge and caring for their young. Tiny cygnets, covered in soft gray down, follow closely behind their parents, learning to swim and feed in the safety of family care. But life for the black swan is not without danger. Habitat loss, pollution, and changes in water quality threaten their wetlands. Yet, despite these challenges, the black swan continues to thrive, adapting, surviving, and inspiring all who see it. Across centuries, the black swan has become more than just a bird. It is a symbol of rare beauty, resilience, and the unexpected wonders of nature. Once thought impossible to exist by early Europeans, its discovery changed the way people saw the natural world, reminding us that nature always holds surprises beyond imagination. Graceful, mysterious, and timeless, the black swan remains a living jewel of Australia's wild waters, a silent dancer gliding between shadow and light. High in the trees of Australia's forests, a flash of white and a burst of sound break the morning silence. With its bright crest raised and loud, cheerful calls echoing through the air. This is the cockatoo, one of Australia's most intelligent and charismatic birds. Cockatoos are part of the parrot family, but they stand out with their striking crests and expressive personalities. There are several kinds: the sulfur-crested cockatoo with its yellow crown, the gala with soft pink and gray feathers, and the black cockatoo, known for its deep, haunting call. Each one is a symbol of Australia's vibrant wilderness. These birds are highly social and live in noisy flocks that can number in the hundreds. Their loud screeches aren't just random. They're a language of their own, used to warn of danger, find food, or simply stay in touch with the group. Cockatoos are incredibly intelligent. They can mimic sounds, unlock cages, and even use tools, showing a level of problem-solving rare in the animal world. They feed on seeds, nuts, and fruits, using their strong beaks to crack open even the toughest shells. When it's time to rest, they return to the same tall eucalyptus trees, where pairs often bond for life. Their relationships are full of affection, preening each other's feathers and calling softly, a gentle reminder that even the wildest creatures show love and loyalty. But cockatoos face challenges too. Habitat loss and illegal pet trade threaten some species, especially the rare black cockatoos. Conservationists are working hard to protect these birds, so their laughter and song will continue to fill Australia's skies. The cockatoo is more than just a bird. It's the voice of the forest, a symbol of intelligence, freedom, and the joy of the wild. In the murky rivers and coastal wetlands of northern Australia, beneath the still surface, waits one of nature's most powerful and ancient hunters, the crocodile. For over 200 million years, crocodiles have ruled the waterways, surviving when dinosaurs vanished. Today, the saltwater crocodile, or salty, is the largest living reptile on Earth. A true king of the wild. With eyes and nostrils positioned high on its head, the crocodile can stay almost completely hidden, watching silently as its prey approaches. Then, in a sudden burst of speed, it explodes from the water with terrifying power. One strike, and the hunt is over. Crocodiles are built for strength and patience. Their jaws can crush bones, yet they can wait motionless for hours, conserving energy. They feed on fish, birds, and even large mammals that wander too close to the water's edge. But despite their fearsome image, crocodiles are also devoted parents. Females guard their nests fiercely and gently carry their hatchlings to the water in their jaws. A tender act from a creature often seen only as dangerous. Crocodiles play a vital role in the ecosystem, keeping fish populations balanced and maintaining healthy wetlands. Without them, the delicate rhythm of the river would fall out of balance. Feared, respected, and admired, the crocodile is a living fossil, a reminder of Earth's ancient past and the raw power of nature that still flows through Australia's wild waters today. In the quiet stillness of Australia's night, when the moonlight touches the trees, a strange shape sits perfectly still on a branch. It looks like a broken piece of wood, but it blinks. This is the tawny frogmouth, one of the greatest masters of camouflage in the animal kingdom. With soft, mottled feathers that blend perfectly into bark, the frogmouth becomes almost invisible during the day. At night, it comes to life. Its wide mouth and sharp eyes perfect for catching insects, moths, and small prey. Unlike owls, which it often resembles, the frogmouth doesn't hunt with claws, but with speed and precision from its perch. It's a quiet, secretive bird, rarely seen but often heard. Its deep, rhythmic calls echo softly through the forest. Mysterious, calm, and perfectly adapted, the tawny frogmouth is a true ghost of the Australian night. Proof that nature's best hunters don't always roar or strike. Sometimes they simply wait. Beneath the blue waters of southern Australia drifts a creature so delicate it seems born from a dream. The leafy sea dragon. Covered in leaf-like fins that sway with the currents, this close relative of the seahorse moves with perfect grace, blending into seaweed and kelp. Its camouflage is its protection, a masterpiece of nature's design. Feeding on tiny shrimp and plankton, the leafy sea dragon glides through the ocean like a piece of living art. Fragile, beautiful, and completely unique to Australia's southern seas. Across the open parks, wetlands, and city streets of Australia, a tall, elegant bird walks with slow, deliberate steps. A bird both admired and misunderstood. Once a sacred bird of the wetlands, the ibis has adapted to modern Australia in remarkable ways. Traditionally, it lived in remote swamps and floodplains, feeding on frogs, insects, and crustaceans. But as wetlands disappeared and cities grew, the ibis learned to survive in a changing world. Moving into parks, gardens, and even busy urban streets. With its long, down-curved beak, the ibis is perfectly built for probing into mud and shallow water in search of food. But today, it often uses that same skill to find scraps in bins and picnic areas, earning it the nickname bin chicken among Australians. Yet behind that name lies a story of adaptability and resilience. Despite its scavenging habits, the ibis remains an important part of Australia's ecosystem. In natural wetlands, it helps control insect populations and plays a role in balancing aquatic environments. Its ability to live alongside humans is a testament to its intelligence and resourcefulness. Surviving where many other species could not. During breeding season, ibis colonies gather in great numbers near water. Males collect sticks and present them proudly to females. And together they build large nests in trees. Both parents share the duty of caring for their chicks, feeding and protecting them until they're ready to fly. In flight, the ibis transforms from a city scavenger into a vision of beauty. Wings spread wide, gliding effortlessly across the sky in graceful formation. While some see the ibis as a nuisance, it's truly a symbol of survival. A bird that has adapted to a human-dominated world and found a way to thrive. From ancient sacred rivers to modern city parks, the ibis stands as a reminder that nature can endure, even in the most unexpected places. The Australian ibis is more than a bin chicken. It's a survivor, a traveler, and a quiet symbol of the wild still living among us. Beneath the rolling waves of Australia's vast coastline drifts one of the most majestic creatures on Earth, the whale. A true giant of the sea, it commands both power and grace, gliding effortlessly through the deep blue waters that surround this island continent. Every year, as the cold waters of Antarctica grow harsh, thousands of whales embark on an incredible journey north toward Australia's warmer seas. It's one of the greatest migrations in nature. Mothers, calves, and entire pods traveling thousands of kilometers to breed, give birth, and rest. Among them are humpback whales, known for their spectacular displays, leaping from the water and crashing back in a thunderous splash that echoes across the ocean. Each breach, each tail slap, is not just a show of strength, but a way of communicating through the vast underwater world. Whales are gentle giants, feeding mostly on tiny krill and plankton. Despite their massive size, they rely on some of the smallest creatures in the ocean for survival. A powerful reminder of nature's delicate balance. But life in the ocean is not without danger. Entanglement in fishing nets, pollution, and noise from ships threaten their peaceful existence. Yet, through conservation efforts and protected marine zones, whale populations are slowly recovering, a testament to humanity's ability to protect what was once almost lost. In the endless blue of Australia's oceans, the whale remains a symbol of freedom and endurance, a living connection between the deep past and the wild present. Graceful, powerful, and eternal. It reminds us that the heart of nature still beats strongest beneath the waves.